It's Friday, March 22nd. I'm Jasmine Anderson. A head volleyball coach at a Nassau school is accused of raping a teenage girl. Police say 22-year-old Jason Macer of Syosset raped the 15-year-old girl in February and March. Macer was working as a girls volleyball coach for Sacred Heart High School in Hempstead and at B&B Volleyball in Albertson. He's set to be arraigned today. Detectives are asking anyone who may have also been victimized to call Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen. That's 1-800-244-TIPS. It's back to court today for the only body parts case suspect being held on bail. Amanda Wallace of Amityville is one of the 4 people accused of spreading the body parts of 2 people across Long Island. Wallace was arrested again a week ago. She's now also charged with stealing beauty supplies from a CVS in Lindenhurst, which violated the conditions of her release. Disciplinary records could be the center of attention in the case of an accused drunk driver and the deaths of 2 teenage tennis stars. Amandeep Singh of Roslyn is due in court for a hearing in Nassau. The Nassau PBA and the county DA are fighting over the release of body disciplinary records as part of discovery and the deadly wrong-way crash. Prosecutors say Singh was drunk when he killed 14-year-old Roslyn High School freshman Drew Hassenbein and Ethan Falkowitz in Jericho last May. A toll hike fight on our South Shore. A local civic group started a petition calling on the Nassau Bridge Authority to roll back the hikes on the Atlantic Beach Bridge. Tolls went up on the bridge that connects Lawrence to the barrier island last year. The director of the authority said yesterday it has no plans to cancel the increases. Only in Newsday, thousands of drivers are in limbo today after Suffolk County suspended hearings for its contested school bus camera ticket program. Sherry Einhorn explains.
Just been concerning, like, let's get this over with already.
Huntington Station's Rona Freed is waiting and wondering when she'll get her day in court. She got this citation in the mail saying she had passed a stopped school bus in November in downtown Huntington. According to the video we watched with Rona from the link in the citation, the alleged incident happened here, heading eastbound on Main Street between Green and New Streets.
This is you? This is me. And stop sign comes out as I'm passing the stop sign.
Do you think you did anything wrong?
No, I don't think I did anything wrong.
Here's the thing, though. Rona could be waiting a while to prove her point. Turns out Suffolk County stopped hearing cases from drivers who are contesting tickets before the new year. As of now, the Traffic and Parking Violations Agency has a backlog of more than 9,000 contested tickets awaiting court hearings. And per the county, quote, "We do not have a date for when they will be scheduled."
From an attorney standpoint, obviously I'm chomping at the bit in that point because let's face it, anytime there's significant delays like that, it usually doesn't work towards the government's favor.
The pause in the hearing process, which started under the previous administration, was triggered by a case from a driver who challenged a ticket and an appeals court sided with him. According to a statement from the current county executive, Ed Romaine, TPVA is now focused on reviewing outstanding notices so that those who seek a hearing can have their day in court and those who broke the law are held responsible for their infraction. So what does that mean for drivers like Rona Freed? They just have to wait.
It just seems so unfair to me.
I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Sherry, thank you. Read more about this story on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Pushback today over a planned solar farm in the Hamptons. Locals aired out concerns about the planned Quiogue farm during a public hearing in Southampton town last week. They're worried about its proximity to homes, potential noise, and the environment. Developers say the solar panels could power up 300 homes, saving some customers up to $240 a year. A degree in AI. Farmingdale State College will be the first SUNY school to offer the Bachelor of Science in AI Management. The virtual program is meant to attract transfer students with associate degrees in business and computer science.
It's kind of the field of the future in some ways. We are in the early stages of this field. It's kind of like how the internet was in the late 90s. And so I think it's a good time to get into the field, and it's only going to grow further in the coming years, and pretty fast.
Applications are now being accepted for the fall 2024 semester. A new initiative aimed at helping students stay healthy. The Baldwin School District just opened a new wellness center at its middle school. It's one of the first districts in the nation to launch an on-site facility at no cost to families. Counselors, therapists, and behavioral scientists, or specialists rather, will help young people through art and play therapy.
Today we see across the board, not just in Baldwin, but everywhere, just an increased need for students counseling, and this service provides it for our kids on demand, 6 days a week into the evening hours, which helps parents.
The facility is open to elementary through high school students during and after school. It might be a good weekend to see a movie with the rain on the way. Rafer Guzman has the preview of the new Ghostbuster flick.
You love Ghostbusters, I love Ghostbusters, but the sequels, not so much. That is, until now.
Is something trying to get out?
Many things.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is the surprisingly charming second entry in the Next Generation series. Yes, the original crew is here: Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, and even Annie Potts. And yes, there's another ancient evil force. This one is an ice demon called Garaka. But once again, the star of the show is McKenna Grace as Phoebe, a brainy young buster. And here's where Frozen Empire shines, by playing up the theme of family. Paul Rudd is Gary Gruberson, who's trying to be a good stepdad, and Aykroyd settles mayly into a grandfatherly role. These scenes keep Frozen Empire from becoming just another hollow CGI spectacle, though you'll see plenty of that too. Kumail Nanjiani and Patton Oswalt are also nice additions to the cast. If you remember Percy Jackson, Fantastic Beasts, and the Chronicles of Narnia, you know how fast a franchise can die. But Frozen Empire should give Ghostbusters a new lease on life. For Newsday TV, I'm Rafer Guzman.
Thank you, Rafer. Read more from Rafer and about Ghostbusters on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Still frustrated, we're hearing new complaints from fans trying to enjoy the Islanders at UBS Arena. Carissa Kelman has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
As Newsday has reported, some Islanders fans are expressing difficulty getting to UBS Arena. And if they choose to park, then their trek likely starts here in the Emerald Lot, about a half a mile away from the arena.
So this is my third year as a season ticket holder. And when I first got here and used the Emerald Lot, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing.
There's nothing that entices me to want to drive here. And it's $38 to park here for what? So I could walk a mile? Like, when I signed up for my season ticket, it didn't include cardio.
And it took us 15 minutes to walk from the parking lot to the stadium. It should be a little more convenient, you know, I mean, especially season tickets are so expensive, you know.
While shuttles are provided from the lot to the arena, there can be delays.
If it's a weekend game, you're waiting at least 30 minutes to get on a bus to get to the arena, and at that point, puck drops. And then why did I even come?
How this has affected the way these fans see their future here at UBS with the Isles?
I have attended less games. I give away more tickets.
I have to figure out if it's worth even having the season ticket.
I'm not a season ticket holder for next year mostly because of this hassle. It's like the most atrocious part of this entire place is that Emerald Lot.
And there are other fans that don't mind the walk.
We're in and out super quick. I know a lot of people do complain, but for us, it's no issue.
I mean, walking across the Coliseum parking lot was pretty much the same difference. And it's 10 minutes, it's not really a big deal at all.
The Islanders did not respond to multiple requests for a comment on this story. In Elmont, Carissa Kelman, Newsday TV.
Read more about UBS Arena and the Islanders on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
Help for hangry commuters. Scott Vogel has a look at the new food options at the new Penn Station.
For a long time, if you found yourself starving at Penn Station at any hour of the day or night, your only option was this. Until now.
When Rose Pizza closed in 2019 during Penn Station's overhaul, an entire island of commuters fell into mourning. The legendary spot having fed generations of starving LIRR types with a 4 a.m. passion for calzones, garlic knots, and Lulu's spicy pepperoni. The good news is that Rose reopened in January just steps from the tracks.
And the even better news, at least for some of us, is that there's a wealth of competition now.
There's new food in the LIRR's trackside concourse and more on the way. And upstairs in the new $1.6 billion train hall, banana pudding, bagels, blue bottle coffee, and more. And on the same level, a classy train station bar surrounded by a well-curated food court, DJs some nights, and lots more reasons to linger.
So the amount of options is dizzying, right? Let's see if I can make it easier for you. Oh. When you read, you begin with ABC. When you eat at Penn, it's dough.
Dos Toros, a taqueria steps from the tracks.
Ray.
Raising Cane's. Not open yet, but it will be this spring.
Me.
Me running for my train with nothing but an insomnia cookie for dinner.
Fa.
A long, long way to track 17 when you're carrying a honey chicken biscuit from Jacob's Pickles in the Moynihan Food Hall. So rich and thick like this Yokohama-style broth at EAK Ramen. La de Rey macaroons, the best in the world.
Tea.
The matcha tea at Cha-Cha Matcha in the main concourse. Will bring us back to Rose, 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 Rose.
I take requests. Okay.
So many options to choose from. For more on the new food at Penn Station, just go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Checking out your hyper-local forecast, sunny today, but don't let it fool you. Highs around 39 degrees. Tomorrow, rain again, highs in the mid-50s. And here's a look at your futurecast. Rain begins Saturday morning and continues overnight, and we clear out for Sunday. Looking at your 7-day forecast, you can see frigid Friday, we've been talking about it, soggy Saturday, and a windy Palm Sunday before the sunshine returns next week. That's your 7-day forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.